Sometimes it's by land, and sometimes it's by sea. When you're watching the brick show, it's always a mystery. And the quest today, mateys, is to find a sea cow. Not a manatee sea cow. MetalBeard's sea cow. The ship has been adrifting at sea, but now it's coming ashore. Let's find MetalBeard's booty and see what we score. Let's go find that ship, mateys! What treasure we have found, mateys! The ship is in our hands. So the sea cow is now in our possession. As you can see, we've got a valiant box, a thick box. With 2,741 pieces, MetalBeard's sea cow will put you back about 250 pieces of silver. We've got 5 minifigures. We've got a Unikitty who's green. We've got a steer in the front. And no, it's not me. The manual is large. And the tides are getting high. So let's go take a look so we can see it with our eyes.
Alright, Prick fans, and here is MetalBeard's sea cow. Now, as you can see, this is ginormous. This is very big. And there's our minifigs. So I will do a little, let's show you everything here first. And we will start with the double-decker couch. Just like a panoramic here of the boat. Here's our winged cow. Our queasy kitty. I mean, as you can see, there's the bottom. Not a very big bottom. I mean, it's not very long considering the size of how high it is here. So we've got some propellers in the back. We do have MetalBeard. The masts here are very large. We've got the main one in the center of the boat coming down right where the smokestack is, and then the one here that are more towards the front. Here's the other side of the ship here, which is very similar. They're very similar in look from side to side views here. So I just kind of wanted to show you really just, and then the rudder back here, back there. How large this goes up here is just, I mean, ginormous really. There's no other way to say it. I mean, look at this. I'm on my tippy toes. Now, you know, it's on the table, but I'm still on my tippy toes just so you can see, so I can get the camera above it at a good angle. So let's dive into the figs. And the first figure we're going to show you here is Wild Style. So we've got, as you can see, the pink lipstick, the wild hair. We do have some arm printing there on the right arm. And then here is the other side of her face. We flipped it around. It is not very different than the other side, but it does have a little bit of difference there. And here is Emmett, the main guy here in the construction uniform with the name badge on the leg. He is holding the piece of resistance in the back there. And yes, he does have a double-sided face, and that is the other side. Here is Vitruvius, and he does have a nice staff there. Now, you can see the white beard. We've got a very nice cape here. I like to call it the disco looking cape. We do have nice print on him, and let's look at his faces. There is the one side, and I'm actually, because of the beard there, to show you the two different faces. So one, he's got a little dreary look, and the other side is about normal. Either way, he's got the white bugged eyes. And here is the much anticipated Benny from the spaceship here, and you can see he does have some torso printing. You also can tell there that the helmet piece is to look broke, but it's actually not broke in this version. It's just that is the look. So it's still intact, and it's not, as I press on it here, it does not move or anything. So, and there is the other side of Benny's face. Here is the Queasy Kitty. So you can see there, it's got the looks a little seasick to me. The nice green and white tail there, and then also the green on the Queasy Kitty makes her very unique. And then moving right along to our last figure, and this is the Mini Metal. This is Mini MetalBeard. So different than the MetalBeard from the other set. This one is basically a miniature version of the same thing. So he's holding a sword, and then you still get the treasure chest here, but you can't really do as much. It actually can't do anything there with it. It can open a tiny bit, but that's it. So there he is. Now you can see these new pieces here to hold for the ball joints. There. So we got some cannons on the side. On those. Just like I said, we got the peg leg here. Also, got the anchor in the back, hanging off. This sword does keep falling off. It's actually kind of annoying. And then there's the shark. And as you remember, it was a full-size regular Lego shark in the other version of MetalBeard. So this shark is just the mini. It's like a micro build of MetalBeard, but he fits in his seat at the top, which is cool. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to start. Well, let's first go to the micromanagers, the double-decker couch, and then we'll get onto the ship. And here is our double-decker couch. You can see a lot of blue there, and it's a nice little build, though, a fun little build. These can detach pretty easy. You just take those, you can see there, just take them off there if you want. It actually kind of looks better without them, but not the accurate look. So there's room for 4, and you can stick them there. Now, a lot of these figures that come in the set, the way they are, you can't even use, but Wild Sal's one of them, and even she's a little tough leading forward because of the hood in the back. But like Emmett's got the piece of resistance. Vitruvius can't sit. Space Benny has the tanks on his back. So, and we've got the 4 cup holders, as you can see there, in all white cups, which is nice. Something a little different with the white cup. So fun little build here on the double-decker couch. And here's our first micromanager that we get that comes with it, and this is the smaller of the 2. This one basically just has the arms in the front here, and this feature here, like this, we'll put Emmett here to see if it works. But basically you push this in, and there's your netting that gets let out, which actually has a nice look. I think it's cooler if you like hang it from the ship. That's what we're going to do for now. Kind of gives it that ship look even more than what it already is. And you can see there with the micromanager how that pushes, so you shove the netting in there, and then it can be pushed out. And on to the second micromanager, which is a lot better one, much cooler looking. You can see he's got the longer arms here and can kind of move from side to side there a little easier. And this one has a little bit more in the way of features, which I like this feature here. It can come down, and then you can blast away a little more. You can lift up each side here, and we've got flick missiles here. We've got flick missiles over here, and then when you run out, you grab a flick missile there, and you can pop it back in on each side. So we've got more flick missiles, and then it's got like the kind of the the micromanager's chasing, and then when it's wants to land, you can just rest can do that. Another thing I don't really like, which you can't really do anything about it because then this mechanism wouldn't work, is when you sit it down, you can see it has to sit like that, is the only annoying part. Alright, and as I said before, we're going to basically move from the top of the ship here and work our way down. Now, I do apologize, you're going to see some of the background, but when you got something this big, you can't really do anything else. So this is where MetalBeard steers the ship from. So you can see that's his chair. And you know, it's a very cool little setup here with the chair, in that, you know, this is where he steers the boat from. So you can see that, and that's movable also, and that's very nice. You get a lot of these whips there from Indiana Jones. We got the telescope back here, and we got a nice observation deck there too. So that is all behind MetalBeard's chair there. And what you can do is you put MetalBeard in, and here he is. So I mean, you can stand him up or you can sit him down, which is nice. So I mean, he fits in there real nice. As you can tell there, it's got a good look there. And again, you got the observation tower, or deck behind him. And let me just back this up to show you how this then, what you do is lifts off. You gotta kind of grab it from here. It's probably the easiest spot. It's always better to take off MetalBeard when you do that. So you can see there, and there's that top mast too with the gold flags that is on top there. And so there is what you take off. It's got the railing on the deck there. There's your whips, and then again, just to show you again, there's this seat that he sits in, and then like a modular build, you then would just place it here when you're putting it back. But this is the main thing that you can really only take off to then put back on. You can't take off these others. Everything else is left to, you know, stay there. This is the cabin, so let's look at that a little closer, maybe from the top side. So here's the inside of the cabin. Like I said, this basically just stays like this. So we do have the door there, and I will show you that, but you know, for lighting purposes, we want to get the most light in there. I'm going to kind of turn it around to show you the different things. We got the treasure box, got the gold key, got a lot of different things down in there. We got the globe, I'll show you that. Another looking telescope. We've got maps, and again, let me just move this around. A lot of bottles there. We got the quill and the pen, and as I said, we've got the pictures there, or the maps there, and then the quill pen. So there is the picture on the wall there, and then, you know, surrounded by these nice windows which they can open. These are stickers here, stickers there, and then in the front here the door does open, but MetalBeard actually can't even really go in it because even the mini MetalBeard cannot go in it. You can see a lot of glasses there, a lot of bottles down there, and then there's some more maps and stuff over there. And then there's propellers here at the back of each there, and then more whips there, as you can see. More windows, more to show that it's the sea cow. Those are stickers there. Move the propeller out of the way. So we've got the sea cow stickers, the gold minifig head with no print on it, got the pirate hat, the axes there, and the wrench. And then this propeller here in the back moves very nicely. A lot of chains here. Love these lamps. There's 3 basically on top of each other, and then the gold on the back. Got the wings in the back too, the Chima wings. Chains basically identical on this side as well. And then the rudder down here also spins. Well, that propeller spins, and then Rudder kind of moves the boat as needed, and this piece is nice. This is not a cylinder piece, it's almost like a half cylinder piece. Pretty uncommon piece there. And like I said, this I just put there for looks. You saw me do that. Now, so the cabin is there. Now the cabin does not really come off. You can take it off if you wanted to, but it would be kind of annoying. So to access the next room down, which is kind of like the boiler room, you've got to open the sides. Now, again, I'm gonna move this because we want to see it for the lighting. You know, because it is covered, it does not show as much, but it's basically, we've got faucets, sinks, we've got swords, guns, so it's like a little mini armory in there too. I'm gonna show you from a different view in the front, but I just want to show you the side view with the windows, or with the doors being able to open there. And then there's the barrel holding the guns. Great chandelier piece here, but again, I'm going to show you that from this angle here when I move the smokestack out of the way, which we will do next, because you've seen basically the back side here of the ship. Okay, and as mentioned before here, we want to move this smokestack, and then I can kind of give you a little better look in here. But you can see here, here's the smokestack, here's this piece here. The mast goes all the way up, and then a huge, I mean, it's huge how much it goes up, and then an observation deck here at the top again, another one. Basically at the top of the tower there. So just wanted to show you how this works here with coming off. Now there's nothing that holds this in place, but this lifts, and it's easier just to grab it here, and then you move that like so. So now you can kind of see inside of the ship a little better, and while doing that, we can get a better glimpse of what's inside. And here we go. Here, like I said, we get this is why kind of there you can see that chandelier, which is a really nice, cool build there, and that hangs. And then down here we've got more like those gold faucets back in there. The wheel there looks like a periscope there, although I don't think it is. A lot of sights here and stuff. You can see a lot of gold, and then that does show there. Now this piece here is the piece that we took off, and this is basically this smokestack, which is very cool. Again, another cool build. A lot of these white pieces, these are all hard plastic, not like most of the pirate ships. And then down here we've got a rat eating cheese, and then we have our shovel. In here is our coal, because that's what we're throwing in there. You can see the flames there. And then on this side we do have the gold crowbar and some more tools, wrench stuff, and then this again just a very large mass. And then up here we've got our observation area, and then down here in kind of the guts of the boat, the ship, you can see we've got 3 cannons there, and then also 3 cannons on this side, so 6 total. There's our cannonballs over there, and then here you see to load them with, even though you don't really load them like that, but those are active cannons that do work there. And it is a little odd. We've got the they are very low considering the rudder's there, but it's Lego, so use your imagination. And you ask, what is that? So what this is, we've got this piece here that twists and accesses basically the anchor to come out. So you twist this, You can see there, this comes out, and then on both sides, so you've got the same thing, but then when you do it up, you can see it'll catch the anchor, and you can put it like so. And again, the other side does the same exact thing. More area here for figures, and again, more of this hard, you know, regular flag pieces, sail pieces is what they really are. And a lot of chain here that goes from side to side. Another area you could observe from up here on the barrel. We've got some cannons here. These move up and down like so. And then here, these can go down. Actually, these are supposed to go down onto there and on to there, then they clip on there. And then in the front here, it's basically another mast piece, but it's going out, and we've got our winged cow again. So he's kind of what gives it the look. And then too, you could put somebody here to steer as well, and to steer this, kind of control this whole area. You can see there, so a lot of little areas there to just kind of play around and use your imagination and, you know, create different scenes that you want to do. And do that. So you basically get, you know, this big piece, same thing on the other side, and then one in the middle. And I think it could have been a little longer. I wish it would have been a little longer. It is, you know, as you can see here, absolutely gorgeous. But it's also at the same time a bit odd looking for a ship. But again, it's just so big, it's got to be like that. So let's take this again. I can show you how that works. And it does have to go in this way because these rest on there, and bam, like so. And then it goes up, up, and then you put MetalBeard's couch back down, and you're good to go with MetalBeard's Sea Cow. Alright, a few things we didn't get to in the beginning because I was busy searching for the Sea Cow while at sea so that I could bring her to you. And I did. So thumbs up if you like that. Now, this is important to note. That is your instruction manual. One booklet, and it's very large. You can see the thickness there. I was actually a little disappointed. The only reason, which it does come in the cardboard, so it's going to be in good shape. Usually when we have big sets like this, my wife and I love to build. My wife, a lot of you don't know this, loves to build Lego. Absolutely loves it. But a lot of times, especially with the superhero sets, I'm like, nah, I'm doing that. Because she likes to build them. And some of them I do not let her build, but like these we usually do together. And when there's different booklets to go with different numbered bags, it's easy to do that because she can do an area and I can do an area, and we can kind of hang out together, build Lego together, and it's fun. But you couldn't really do it because you only have one booklet. The other person can kind of separate, but that's it. Now, every number has 2 bags. Number 7 had 3 bags. Number 4 had no bags, or 1 bag. Don't know why the difference there, but there was a lot of pieces for each bag. Obviously, you could tell for almost 3,000 pieces that it's going to have a lot of pieces in each number when there's only 9. I mean, you can see, you're used to seeing me here sit like this, and it's just a massive ship. Now, as far as my opinions go on it, you know, obviously the Lego movie is very popular. I built Queen Anne's Revenge, the the Pirates of the Caribbean set from a couple years ago, and I absolutely loved it. Jay built the Black Pearl, the pirate ship Ambush, so we've kind of done the ships back and forth a little bit. Obviously, as you can tell, this is not a normal looking pirate ship because of how it just is. I mean, most pirate ships don't have smokestacks and propellers and things like that. So, you know, but that's what makes it cool, and you know, it's your own, you know, imagination at work here while doing this. But I don't know how much playability there is. As you saw in the cabin, you can't really fit MetalBeard in there, and it's hard to get in there with your hands. The bottom where all the cannons are. Even for my daughters, I wanted to see, okay, well, with a kid, is it any easier? Obviously, I have bigger hands, so it's not a good indicator if I can't do it necessarily. But, you know, even for them, it was a little difficult to get down there with the cannons and actually fire and shoot. And I think this is more just like a shelf display set for Lego movie fans or pirate ship fans, because it's a cool looking build, a cool looking ship, just odd looking at the same time. You know, I mean, it just is. That's what makes it great. But I don't know how much playability there is for a kid beyond just kind of messing with the upper areas and the masts and the top stuff. As far as like going into the boiler room, going into the cabin, I don't know if there's a whole lot there in that regard. But love the double-decker couch that comes with it, the two micromanagers, and the mini MetalBeard's cool. So a lot of cool stuff here. $250 is a lot of money, but you get a lot of pieces, and you get a lot of good pieces. I mean, you get the winged cow, a lot of masts. The smokestack pieces are hard to find, you know, not a whole lot of sets, and you know, the sails that are on the masts. So just a lot here. A lot of Indiana Jones whips, which is nice to see, and just a lot here. And we swam far to find it. So, and don't forget to check out every other Lego movie set we have done. We have done them all. Are you going to be getting this? Do you intend to get this? Let us know if you do. And do you think that there could be more play features beyond, you know, beyond just what's on it? But if you do plan to get it, you better save up, you savage yo-ho!
Treasure we have found, mateys! The ship is in our hands.